Hi, thank you for being here to Take 10. In today's session, we're going to be focused on strengthening the whole back body, meaning the upper back, the middle and lower back, as well as the glutes and the hamstrings. To warm up, let's come to a standing position. We're going to start at the top of our mats and warm up with 3 rounds of half Surya Namaskar A. So inhale, reach your arms up overhead, taking a big stretch. And then exhale as you fold over into Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, take a half lift, feeling the hamstrings open up. Exhale, fold back over. To loosen up the spine, roll up 1 vertebrae at a time. Reach the arms up overhead. We're going to fold right back into it. Exhale, fold over. Inhale, half lift, straighten the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale as you roll the spine up 1 vertebrae at a time. Allow the arms to come up overhead. Last round here, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold over, taking as much bend in your knees as you need to allow the hamstrings to warm up as you then roll up 1 vertebrae at a time. Reaching the arms up overhead. And this time exhale as you bring your hands back to your heart center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Moving on this time. Inhale, take your half lift. And on your exhale, plant the hands and step back to a high plank. Let's focus on lengthening through the back body. So pull the heart forward, shoulders back, finding length through each side of the ribs as you lengthen the tailbone down towards the heel. So just feeling that length of the back body. Take an inhale. And then your exhale, come all the way down to your belly. Untuck your toes, placing all 10 toes into the ground. Keep your hands as they are. Lift your shoulders up to your ears, like lengthening the armpits. And then roll the shoulder heads back, so that way they're pinching together like you're holding a pencil in between your shoulder blades. From here, you're going to keep the gaze down and just press gently into the hands, finding full back strengthener here. And then gently lift the hands off the ground just about 1 inch as you keep pressing the tops of the feet into the ground. We're going to hold here for about 15 seconds. So take a couple breaths. I know that you're balancing on your belly, so your breath might not be able to be as deep. But just stay with me. Keep pinching the shoulder blades back together. Really feeling that back strength firing up. Take 1 more breath. Good, then plant the hands down, tuck the toes underneath, keep the shoulder heads lifted, hug the elbows in, inhale. And on your exhale, try to press straight up into a plank, and then exhale back into a down dog. Take a moment here, take a breath. Finding that length throughout the whole spine and the back body here in Adho Mukha Svanasana. Downward facing dog. On your next inhale, come high to your toes. And on your exhale, step, walk, or jump to the top of your mat. Inhale, take your half lift, straighten the spine. Exhale, fold over. Inhale, roll yourself up again. Reaching the arms up overhead. And then exhale, let them land at heart center. Good. Place your hands down by your side and step your feet to a little bit wider than hip distance. We're going to get into a little bit of strength for the glutes and the hamstrings here. So you're going to sit back as if you're sitting into a chair, really pushing your hips back and finding a nice low squat here. And make sure that you can lift your toes so all of your weight is in your heels. From there, make sure that your tailbone lengthens down towards your heels as you engage through the navel, lifting up through the chest, however, knitting the lower ribs in. From here, take your hands to your shoulders, lengthen the shoulders up to the ears just as we did, and then roll them back, finding that strength with imagining that you're holding the pencil. Keep the belly drawn in. Inhale as you lift the chin a little bit. And then exhale as you hinge at the hips, keeping the spine nice and straight, coming into a little bit of a flat back. Stay low in the hips. Inhale, lift the chest back up. Keep squeezing that pencil in between the shoulders. And then exhale, hinge forward again. Good, we have 3 just like this. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale, hinge. Keep squeezing the back shoulder blades. Keep pulling the tailbone down. Definitely feeling the strength in the legs here as well. Last one. Stay hinged over, straighten the legs, fold over into your Uttanasana forward fold. Take an inhale here as you straighten the spine. Exhale, roll over again. Rolling the vertebrae up one at a time. Coming back up to stand, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, bring the palms together and let them land at the heart. Good, moving on to a little more strength for the back body. Pour your weight onto your left foot and lift your right heel to your bum and bring your knee right next to your left. So already we're having a little bit of a balance here. Take your right hand and stick it out straight in front of you. Left hand can be on your hip to make sure the left hip stays in line. Inhale here. Then on your exhale, you're just going to do a single leg squat, touching your right fingertips to the ground. Press through the heel to lift back up, really hitting that glute muscle. And then exhale, lower again. You just have 3 more here. Inhale, lift. Exhale, kick it back. Last 2. Last 1 here. Inhale, rise back up. We'll move straight onto the other leg. Finding your balance on your right foot, right hand to your hip, left knee bent next to your right. Inhale here. Exhale as you come down into your single leg squat. Inhale, stand back up, nice and with control, moving really slowly and intentionally. Inhale, come back up. 3 more. Always exhaling as you lower, inhaling as you're going against gravity. Last one here. Make sure that your core is always engaged here in this move. Good. Plant both feet. Reach the arms up overhead, lengthening the spine. Exhale, let the upper body cascade over the lower body. Inhale, take a half lift. This time, exhale, plant your hands and step straight back into a plank. Pause here in plank, finding that same length through the tailbone, pulling the heart forward, keeping the belly drawn in, lengthening through the ribs. Inhale here. And on your exhale, you're going to push straight back into down dog. Take an inhale here. And an exhale. Finding the length through the whole back body, calves, hamstrings, glutes, full back, full vertebrae. Inhale as you shift forward into plank. Exhale, drop your knees to the ground so you're in a nice tabletop here. Untuck the toes. We're going to get a little bit of a back stretch. So you're going to lift your right heel up and your right heel to your bum and lift your right knee off. Reach back with your left hand and grab that right foot. And then kick your right foot into your left hand, finding a nice little arch for the whole spine. Keep pulling the heart forward. Take a breath. 1 more inhale. And on your exhale, without slingshotting the leg, replace the hand and step the foot straight back. So you're in, your right leg is straight. Take a cat pose. You take your chin to your chest and kind of reverse that little back bend. On your inhale, coming back to your tabletop position. And then moving right along to the other side. Lift your left heel to your bum. Reach back with that right hand. Catch the top of the foot. Press the foot into the hand. Pulling the heart forward, finding a nice shoulder stretch here as well. Okay, just arching the spine in the opposite direction. Inhale. And then on your exhale, release the hand to the foot. Step the foot straight back. And then take that cow or cat pose. Stretching the back in the opposite direction, and then placing both knees on the ground. Taking a little bit more balance here this time. Kickstand your right leg out to the side and tuck your toes underneath. And then you're going to step your left foot back and then reach back with your left hand and then try and find a nice arch. So you're pulling your left shoulder back, kicking your hand into your foot, And then maybe dropping your head back behind you as well, using the right leg like a kickstand. Inhale. Open mouth release. And then again, without slingshotting the leg, coming back down into your tabletop position. Kickstand the left toes out to the side, step the right foot back, reach the right hand, grab the top of the foot, lean back, finding a nice arch through the whole back body, opening through the right shoulder, maybe dropping the head. Inhale. And then on your release, without slingshotting the leg, coming back into tabletop position here. And then sit your hips back on your heels, finding a nice restoration for the whole spine, the hips, the glutes, the lower back, especially as you rock side to side. Just closing out the practice in a nice Balasana child's pose. Take 2 more breaths here, noticing how your back body feels. Commonly a place that we don't intentionally train, but we need it for stability and for support in just our everyday existence. Walk your hands back up to your knees. Thank you very much for joining me here again today. I will see you tomorrow.